You have been lied to your entire life. And I mean it in a way that I feel like a lot of people are chasing something that they don't really want, you know? And sometimes they think they would want it, and they want it only for the reason that someone else expects it of them, you know? There was a recent story. I'm pretty sure, I don't know, it's all over TikTok, it's all over, you know, social media or whatever, of this kid, 21 years old. His name was Malone, and he stole $240 million of Bitcoin. You know, he stole it from this guy in Washington, pretending like he was, I don't know, some kind of like Microsoft guy, or, he scammed them, you know. The guy gave him access to his computer, and he just drained the entire Bitcoin wallet into his wallet, and he ran away with the money. And so what he did with the money was pretty stupid, if you ask me. All he did was just go to clubs, spend 250K, 300K in bottles. He bought exotic cars, exotic bags. To in my eyes, all I see is like the starvation of attention. Like, he just wants to be seen, and that's all he wanted. And I mean, $240 million. That's a shit ton of money. That's life changing money. Like, that's a whole completely different world, right? And this guy decided to go to Miami and just blow it off as much as he could. He rented out a mansion in Miami. I don't know what that community is. I think it's called the Palms, or I don't know, but it's like this community of just ultra rich, powerful people, right? He was buying exotic cars, and he was trying to impress these women by giving them Birkin bags. And the experience with the women, they're just saying, "Oh, this random guy just came up to me and said, here's a Birkin bag." Didn't say, "Let's go out," or "Let's do this." He just gave it to her, right? And I feel like his expectation was to be like, "Oh my God, like, thank you. Thank you for this bag. I want to get to know you," and this and that. Like, it didn't do anything. Like, no one ultimately looked at him like someone of power, you know, or someone of influence. I think they saw there's that desperate vibe that he was coming off on, you know? And I truly feel bad for that kid. I don't kid. I'm in his age. What the fuck? I'm in his age. But I feel bad because I feel like he's been lied to for most of his life. I feel like, I mean, yeah, we all want to be rich. We all want to have wealth and money and influence and power. You know, figuratively, we do. But it's like, that's not what we really truly want. And we've been lied to for years that the source of your happiness is on the other side of a fucking Lambo door, you know, or a new Mercedes, or this watch, this Rolex Daytona, this Richard Mille, like these $1,000 shoes, these Rick Owens, whatever is fucking like trending or whatever. We're here chasing a dream. Sorry, I burped. We're here chasing a dream that we actually don't want. You know, like, I heard something like, "I'd rather cry in a Lambo than in a Toyota." And I was like, damn, you know how fucking miserable that would be? Imagine getting to the point where you're financially free. You have no debts. You can do anything you want, yet you're still sad. What kind of life is that? You think you have nothing missing, and yet there's still a void there. There's still a void that's like, now what? Like, that's horrible. Oh my, I don't want to even think about that. Like, yes, I am chasing that dream of financial security and remote freedom and all that stuff. But that's not my biggest goal. Like, I'm slowly getting into, like, I don't really care about the money. I just care about like what I do to get it, you know? Like, what is your what is the overall mission that you're trying to accomplish? If it's money, you could get money. That's easy. I could get money right now. I could sell my computer. I could sell my body. I have organs that I could sell. Boom. 250K liver. I mean, what are my kidneys? I just need one. Boom. I got money. I could sell one of my eyes. I could sell one of my testicles. I'm just saying is that a lot of people just have money as the overall goal, and they just end up being worse than they were without money or that amount of wealth and power. And I mean, I wrote this note down. It's like, stop chasing that dream that others expect of you. You know, we have parents that kind of pressure us into, I mean, doing a certain career or of study, and it just doesn't align with you. And I had that experience with my mom, and I love my mom to death. And I've realized that she wasn't doing it because she wanted me and wanted to force me into a certain field. She just cares about me. She just wants the best for me. You don't want to see your child suffer, right? In her eyes, she's seen me suffer because she's seen me struggle with, my business plans and how I'm going to structure this. And, sometimes I won't have money to buy food, and that's fine. I'm fighting my own demons, and I'm figuring my shit out, right? And as a parent, you don't want to see your child like that. So sometimes they're just going to put that on you and pressure you into, like, what is the least painful path for you. And that, I mean, I assume that's the way they see it, right? But it's like, a lot of us have different ambitions, dreams, talents, passions that don't align with everybody. I tell a lot of people, even people who are getting in the creative space, like, you are not posting, you are not making content for anybody but your audience. You're not gonna appeal to everybody, and that's not the mission. The mission is to find your community, build it, because the people who are gonna fuck with you, they're gonna fuck with you, and people who are not, they're not. It's cool. You're not trying to find everybody. If you're trying to appeal to everybody, I promise you, your content or whatever mission or business you're building, it's probably pretty shit, because it's not a certain niche. It's not somewhere where it's like, I understand the overall message, because the message is going to be all over the place. The message is going to be a trendy message, and it's going to keep changing every few months, And like, just ask yourself, what is it that you really want in life? What is it? Contemplate, reflect. Take a Sunday, before you go to bed and prepare for Monday. Just write out, what am I actually trying to strive for? What am I, what do I want from this life? Am I in that path? And if I'm not, what can I do to get back in that path? And does it look like a few years? What's the year plan? And you'll start seeing, like, oh shit, maybe I have been on the path. Maybe I haven't been on the path. I got to correct this and this and that. And I just think so many people just get in a like a routine of just not checking up on your mission, on your overall mission. And then we get lost, and then we get in ruts, And then we get into depression because we're just like, what the fuck have I been doing for a couple months? What have I been doing for weeks? You didn't know because you didn't check up on yourself. You didn't check up on the overall goal. And sometimes people just don't have a goal, which is fine. Figure that out. Figure out what you actually want. Figure out, what am I going to do with the limited time I have? Tomorrow is not promised. And I've said it over and over again. Like, I could literally die. As soon as I turn off this camera, a random gunshot could just boom in the fucking head and I'm done. Right? But are you okay with dying right now? Most likely probably be like, no, I haven't lived. Like, I have so much stuff to do. Then fucking do it. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. If you actually want to do something that you are truly passionate about, and you know, like, it fucking wakes you up every single day, like, do it. Why would you wait? Why would you feel afraid of doing that certain path instead of just waiting last minute until someone just says, oh, it didn't work out what I suggested, it didn't work out? That is probably the worst feeling that I could probably imagine. Imagine failing at something that you don't want. I'd rather fail at something that I want. You know? I mean, what's that? Maybe I didn't word it right. But Jim Carrey has this thing like, you could fail at what you don't want. So might as well just take a risk and do what you actually want to do. And that could be anything. Remember, as much as we think we are special, we are a speck. We're a speck of sand. There is a lot of people in this fucking world. And the fact that you're being stopped by these other specks that are probably going to die and forget your name in 3 generations is shameful. It's the worst thing that you could do. Do something, man. Take control of your own fucking existence and stop worrying about everybody else and the fucking noise. Stop. What do you want? What do you want? Another thought I had was like, what is your job? And I'm not saying like, what is, is it Chick-fil-A? Is it what a job? I don't mean it like that. I mean like, what is nature trying to make you do? What is in your nature? No, I'm wording it wrong. What do you have to do as a human being, as someone who lives in the earth? What do you have to contribute? I think a lot of people are really selfish, and that's the problem I saw in Malone, right? The kid who saw that money. He didn't have a mission. He completed the mission he thought he wanted, right? The 240 million. And what did he do? He blew it off on bottles and got caught a week later. It's it. His life is fucking over. I mean, not over. He's going to be out like in 40 years or whatever. But like, what was it for? Was that a fight worth fighting? Really? To fucking have 20 minutes of fame in the club? Like, oh yeah, I bought $250,000 worth of bottles. I'm the fucking man. And then the next day, who the fuck remembers you? Because I blacked out at that club. Malone? Post Malone? He hasn't dropped in a while. Like, there was no soul behind that. There was no intent. There was no mission behind that. It was just pure stupidity, impulsiveness, and guidance from other people that he thought he should do. That's it. He starved for attention. He got the attention he wanted, right? And ultimately, he figured out, fuck, this is not what I wanted. And now he has to face whatever consequence he has to face, right? With the law, he got caught. He got caught. Now he's in custody. And I really do feel bad for him because I bet he was kind of brainwashed into thinking that, hey, this is what you do. This is what you got to do to be happy, to be fulfilled, to be loved by everybody. fuck that, man. That's all fake love. They weren't there for him. They were there for his fucking money. Stolen money. It wasn't even his. Find yourself. Find what you actually want to do. Fuck the noise and fuck people. They're just distracting you from who you are. That is it. I've heard it countless times again, even people who are really close to me, that this is not going to work, and I'm kind of delusional for it. And like, come on, Jerry, like, be realistic. Like, fuck that, dude. If I die broke and I'm doing what I love doing, that is 100%, million times percent better than me just saying, you know what, fuck it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to risk what I believe in and build the mission that I want to build. I'm going to just do what they say, make my little money, retire at 60, and that's it. That's fucking pathetic. It's pathetic. Where's my backbone? Where's the sense of adventure? Like, we all see it. We all have that path that we're scared of taking, and yet we, like, it's almost like a craving. Like, we just have those thoughts racing through our head. Like, I want to do it. I want to do it so bad, and I know I can do it. And then when it starts getting hard, it starts crumbling down. And that's the point. That's the world. That's God. That's the universe telling you, like, okay, how bad do you want it? I'm willing to give it to you. But you have to learn. You have to learn how to be great. You have to learn how to be this and that. You know, I'm not going to be a millionaire overnight. Maybe not in the next year or 2 or 5 years. That doesn't matter. Because I'm not in it to have, millions in the bank. I'm in it to see, like, who can I become? What is the best version of Jerry? I'm not saying you have to be a business person. I'm not saying you have to be a fucking millionaire. But do something you genuinely enjoy and be great at it. Be fucking fantastic. Be the best that has ever lived in whatever you want to do. Whatever. For me, business has showed me so many fucking flaws that I've never thought I had, and it's a position of growth. Every single failure, every single disappointment is making me carve out like a sculpture of myself. In each day I'm getting better and better and better. And I'm grateful for it. And I feel like I'm getting used to that pain and embracing that pain. And just one more thing before I go. When I first started this journey of, I wouldn't say finding myself, but just overall growth, I was having a conversation with Jesse Escobar, my partner, and we were talking about Porsches. We were on our way to a shoot. It was a shoot for Austin Malone at a gym. I was telling him, like, hey man, like, I really want a fucking Porsche, And this is maybe like 7 months ago, 8 months ago, maybe a little bit back, or more than that, a little bit further back, more than that. And I was telling him, like, I really want this Porsche GT3 2023. They're so nice and this and this. And then he was like, yeah, like, you'll get it if you focus. And then I think I said it jokingly, like if I don't get that Porsche by the time I die, or by the time I'm like 25 or 30, like, I'm going to be very disappointed in myself. And he was like, why do you value that car so much to the point where you feel like you're behind just because you didn't get it? Realize that brand was built by someone, and they made you believe that you need a Porsche. They built a business in, I guess, the idea of envy and comparison, that you don't have it and someone else does. And now you're saying that you're a disappointment because you don't have that. Like, I'm not sure if I'm explaining it right, but when he told me that, I was like, why? Damn, yeah. Like, why am I putting this car brand? It was made by somebody, a human being, just as just like me and you. We're no fucking different, and somehow I am putting my self worth, on a car, whether I have it or not. And from there, that idea of like, I'm not going to be happy until I have this, or I'm not going to be enough until I have that, the idea was gone. It slowly just died. Of course, I want a Porsche. Porsches are fucking badass. I don't know if they have turbos, but of course I want to drive a Porsche, and I want to own a big house and have all the cars, and have all the nice watches, but that is not the overall goal anymore. It's not. It's to do something that I truly love and passionate about, and doing something for others. Doing something for the bigger picture than myself, you know? And when we read about Jesus Christ, and what he did, like, he didn't live for his own. He lived for others. He died. He literally went through the crucifixion. Like, how many of you would have died for other people like that right now? And to me, it's like, okay. I mean, if I'm blessed with fame and money, like, cool, it's whatever. But I'm here to serve others and nothing else. I'm here to bring people together. I'm here to make the world right in any way possible. Am I going to fix the world? Most likely not. It's cool, but I will fucking try my goddamn best, you know? But yeah, man. That is my rant for today. I'm most likely going to do this weekly, since I am filming podcasts for Giving Business So weekly now. Sometimes maybe we'll skip a Saturday, so I won't be able to film something like this, but maybe, just maybe, I will have a different setting. Maybe I could do it like at a beach or something, and I could get real with you guys, and yeah. But again, thank you for watching. Thank you for, listening to my ideas. This I love this because it makes me reflect on what I see the world, and what I want to do. And I hope that you contemplate what I say. You don't have to agree. These are just ideas, right? I hope you take my words and think them over. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying maybe I have a good point, you know? But really really think about it. Really contemplate what I'm saying, and come out with your own conclusion. Come out with your own original thoughts, and think. I think the greatest people of all time were thinkers. I truly believe that. And I look up to, I don't even, not look up, but I allow myself to be guided by these people who really think in terms of what they're being told and what they're saying. They really think about those type of things. And again, just thank you so much for listening and taking the time out of your day for my random existence. Or not random, because it's not random. It's for a purpose. And see, I'm catching myself there. But yeah, I appreciate you, and I hope you use your voice too. I hope that this inspires you to start listening to yourself, because there's a lot of wisdom in you. There's a lot of treasure that you probably haven't, unfolded or dug up, and I know you could do something great. I'm proud of you. Anything else? Start crying. Just kidding. But yeah, I love you, and hope you have a great, amazing day. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up, start heading home, because I got to give a couple rides to people, and I'm gonna celebrate a birthday. Happy birthday, Jesus. I love you, brother. And yeah, we'll see if this goes. All right.